Hello there, my name's Ms.RedNebula, and welcome back to Franbo, or at least a very short episode of Franbo, or a somewhat short episode of Franbo, because we got this journal, and I do happen to know that it takes a little while to go through it, and I didn't want to have that just in a normal episode. If you guys are interested in the lore, you can find that here. If you're not, go ahead and go to the next episode, but you might miss out on a few things. In any case, let's take a look. I found myself hunting the truth, but finding the unexpected. I found what my senses couldn't show me. I found the truth that relays silently in the unknown. Leon Castillo, one of the 1,000. Many faces. This looks intriguing. Are the faces crying blood? Leon Castillo, one of the 1,000? I wonder what that means. July 11th, 1908. My name is Leon. I'm currently 92 years old and living alone in a little house far from the city. I have to admit, I was never fond of jewelry, houses, or clothing. Since childhood, I have always talked to animals, plants, and insects, and even though I never got a response, I never quit. If you're reading this, maybe it's because you're looking for answers. Maybe you can see things that others can't, or you can feel what others avoid. You can listen to the silence, and become one with everything. Mr. Leon is old and he seems sad. Let's see what he wrote. Maybe you can see things that others can't. Oh yes, that sounds a lot like me. Interesting. December 17th, 1875. I can't stop it. I can't control it. I see the black shadows everywhere. The blood, the messages, the screaming, all the pain. I can't figure out why this is happening to me. Can you see? The black shadows. I can see them too. They're everywhere.
Cry because it hurts.
December 19th, 1875. I had a vision. I'm still breathing fear. I feel at war with my own mind. One of the shadows came down from the sky. I thought it was an angel. Its name was Remor, Prince of Darkness from the Fifth Reality. It talked to me, played with me, and showed me all the terrors. It told me that I was the key to its existence. Inside my head, the stone of wisdom inside my head. Cry because it hurts. Creepy. The monster's making other people sick too. Inside my head, the stone of wisdom? January 13th, 1876. I can see myself around. The other me, tell me lies, talks about all the pain and suffering in my life. The other me wants me to commit suicide. He smiles while pronouncing the words, kill yourself. And I've tried, hypnotized by his words, but there's always something saving me at the end. It must be the love to live. Poor Mr. Leon. I like the drawings, though. Finding the important things here. That's nice. It must be the love to live. I meet a shadow. For the first time it talked to me. Koalas. Their race is called the Koalas. They hunt weakness and pain. I asked it about the possession of human bodies and it said, "We are born and feed from fear and the uncontrolled illness of human mind. We are invisible to them, but our existence grabs every single living cell of the body until the end." After that it started raining and it walked away from me, leaving a black oily path after it. I believe water may purify them. Arg, these creatures, I wonder why people can't see them. They exist and make people sick. Maybe that's the point, to realize they exist and get rid of them. January 16th, 1876. After seeing the Koalas reacting to water, I thought of trying a little experiment. Last night I encountered something amazing. The Koalas transformed into a new kind of creature when exposed to water. The metamorphosis was painful to watch. After the terrible screaming, the Koalas calmed down and started to cry on the ground. It felt like the pain was disappearing. After a few minutes, a bright and peaceful being was rising in front of me. Just me, that looks a little bit like the ghosts that we've seen. They melt like wicked witches in fairy tales. Ah, peaceful creatures. If I looked like them, I would go around scaring bad people. It felt like the bright creature could read my thoughts. I thank you for waking me up. I was suffering. I must go where I belong. Ithursta awaits. All Volokas must go there after waking up. If you wish to see the light, come with me. You have the key, it said. I didn't answer. After a while, it faded away. Read thoughts? I think that's a bit scary. I guess we're always afraid of things we can't understand. Especially if they seem nice. February 2nd, 1876. I was reading my writings to see if I'm missing something. I recall Remor from the fifth reality. If there is a fifth reality, then there must be at least 4 more. I was thinking that Ithursta may not be a city in this world, but a reality by itself. I wish all answers came to me. I deeply regret the fact that I didn't accept the Volokas invitation. Since I saw the Volokas, I keep seeing this diagram spinning in my head in a single sentence. Time is the rhythm of your perception. I don't understand the drawing. It looks interesting, though. Maybe it's to show how time looks like. March 13th, 1876. I got a visit from my son Brian. I told him about the things that I've seen, but he didn't want to hear and left. I don't blame him. I understand that the reality presented before my eyes is invisible to most of people. I wish I could find a friend just like me, because my son, he thinks I'm insane. Lonely with no family, huh? You should get a cat, Mr. Leon. My son thinks I'm insane. Bah, you're not. I can tell. July 25th, 1876. My body and mind are beginning to understand the pattern. Life becomes quite easy to control when you cut all social laws and only apply our reality laws because they are not only laws but also behaviors. Chemical behaviors, natural laws. Without those behaviors, without those laws, we wouldn't exist. Sometimes I wish to be a leaf on the ground, calm while dying. I think I have to study some chemistry to understand what he means. It can be fun to understand how we're builded and such. Ow, he seems sad. That's sad. November 11th, 1876. Last night, after the storm, a huge creature visited my garden for a few seconds and then disappeared. I found a strange bottle with a pink liquid inside in the same spot where the creature landed. I can't fully understand the contents of the bottle. I have found red blood cells in it and bacteria not yet recognized. The bacteria seems to get rid of unusual behaviors in any kind of living creature. I poured some of the pink liquid on a dying plant and it bloomed after a few minutes. I cut my finger to test the liquid with human tissue and it cured it after a few seconds. This bacteria may work as platelets and white blood cells, but at a very high speed. Remember this guy, 'cause we might maybe encounter him fairly soon. Ah, what creature can that be? Oh, mysterious pink water. Hee, good for the plant that got better and bloomed. November 22nd, 1876. I dream of thousands of black cats surrounding my house, big yellow eyes staring at my sleep, and a bunch of pages seem to be torn out here. Beings in Ithursta are varied, from roots to giant insects. Roots are the first in this reality, insects came later. I learned their language in numerology. Wow, I love the pictures, many kittens in many colors. Oh, Ithursta. It feels like fresh air is coming from the book. It looks like somebody ripped off some pages here. The Great Volokas is the beginning of the first reality, Primeve, light. Volokas shield. The Volokas body structure is quite different from ours. They're made out of photons and sound waves. They're also both male and female. When the youngsters reach age 299,792,459, they are crowned with the shield. Are those letters? They sound funny. Oh, I like the mask. I guess they call it a shield. That's old. I'm not saying that number again. Ziar. Creation of the Great Velocus, King of Athirsta, Second Reality, Life. February 13th, 1877. Being in Athirsta feels like becoming what you can't understand on Earth. It's where leaves sing while falling off the tree, and the water whispers its wisdom while you drink it. Ah, beautiful creatures, I love them. I like the trees and the crystals and the grass, everything. The wisdom in the water? Pandora, creation of the 5 realms of essential existence, free. Resides in the human world, third reality. Earth, Mars, and Jupiter, consciousness, practice of will. Sonorcity, the end of vibration, when both ends of opposites are the same degree. Resides in the third and fourth reality, death. Earth? That's my planet. Sonorcity. Death. Mabuka is the end of light. Wow, many heads. That creature must spend a lot of time thinking. Blood everywhere. The end of light? March 23rd, 1877. Mother Mabuka is letting me go. I've spent 15 days here in Mabuka's den and I'm tired. I don't need to hide from pain anymore because it's part of me. It feels like love is everywhere and in everything. I enjoy crying. I enjoy laughing. I enjoy being alive. If dark things from the dark are so dark, how do they find each other? Maybe they like it dark because they're so ugly. And they're so ugly that they prefer not to see each other. No date recorded. I'm getting ready for the journey back home. Mabuka sent me to the endless limits of Mabuka's den, and I'm waiting for the Luciferns. I had to become friends with them, or, to be more precise, become one of them. Luciferns gather in filaments, that's why they look like they're growing hair, and the big face is mostly for communication purposes and to scare their predators. I hope my body can survive the journey. That must be Mr. Leon sitting there. Are those the shiny insects? Where is the hair comb? Gravity collects particles to create new ones. It's a creative force, and with creativity, evolution is inevitable. What is this? The drawing to the left looks like an antenna. Oh no, somebody ripped off the rest of the book. I'll never know what happened to Mr. Leon. Alright, that's it for this supplemental episode of Franbo. I hope you enjoyed, and I think that some of this stuff is really interesting. It's also some lore that spans between both Franbo and Little Misfortune, which is kind of cool. That's it for this one. Feel free to like or comment, and if you want random updates from my little world of art and gaming, subscribe. If you enjoy what I do and are interested in supporting the channel, check out my Patreon. A big thank you to my current patrons. That's all for now. Bye!